Warning, do not try this at home without adult supervision. And this goes for some of the adults I know. I'm looking at you, Frank. Hey everyone curious and bored enough to be watching this at home. I'm RJ, the Science Sorcerer, and this is Mad Science at Home. So I'm going to put out a series of science demonstrations that you can do at home, right now, during the quarantine. So most of the things that I'll be using will be things that you commonly find around the house, because what other choice do I have during a global pandemic? Now when I say things commonly found around the house, I mean it, not like in the Ina Gardner way, where she's like, now just add eggs and milk and the tears of a baby albino ocelot. If you don't have a baby albino ocelot, store-bought is fine. So good. And I want to clarify that what we'll be doing are demonstrations, not experiments. Okay, we're not going to be testing any hypothesis or using control variables or anything like that. We're just going to use science to do some cool stuff and have some fun. Now today we're going to be doing a demonstration involving air pressure. I love using air pressure for demonstrations because, well, air is invisible, so anything you do with air pressure looks like magic. Now, before we begin, here's what you're going to need for the demonstration today.
An empty soda can, a bowl of cold water, a heat source, tongs, or really diesel oven mitts.
Now, this is a demonstration that you may have seen before. I first saw it in 4th grade when my teacher did it for us, which pretty much sealed my fate as a science nerd. So today, we're going to crush this can using a hammer. No. The Force. No. An army of microscopic Vin Diesels. I really like to see that. We're going to crush this can with air pressure. The first thing that we're going to do is take a little bit of water, put about a tablespoonful of water into the can. Basically what we want is enough water to cover the bottom of the can and not much more than that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to heat the can on a very low heat. And what we want is for the water inside to start boiling and to form steam. Now, while this is heating up, let's take a second to talk about what air pressure actually is.
Air is all around us, and the weight of our atmosphere is constantly pushing down on everything. At sea level, the air pressure is equal to 14.7 pounds per square inch. Now, when our can was sitting on the counter empty, there was air outside of it pushing in, but there was also air inside pushing out, so the can remained stable. Now, as we heat it up, the air inside expands and can no longer fit in the can and is pushed out of the top. In addition, the water turns to steam, and that steam pushes even more of the air out.
It's steaming.
And when we rapidly cool the can by dropping it upside down in cold water, the air inside, or what's left of it, will shrink back down, leaving a vacuum. Since the hole is blocked, air can't fill that vacuum, and we're left with air pressure on the outside pushing in, but nothing on the inside pushing out. This should lead to the air pressure instantly crushing the can.
Yes, I'm aware that it looks like my animation was done by an infant. And that Vin Diesel's eating the can. So this has been going for a while now, and it's steaming up nicely, so I think it's about time to flip it into the cold water and see what happens. Got my Super Diesel oven mitt on so it doesn't burn my hand. Let's see. And there's our demonstration. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. My name is RJ, the Science Sorcerer. This has been Mad Science at Home. Maybe I'll see you around.